Hello, everybody. I am here today playing some more Stanley Parable, and we're gonna load the game from. Where was it? I'll just load it from here, so it is somewhat faster. Don't have to go through as much, so you don't have to hear the story again. Basically, that's all I'm doing it because of that reason. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a stuffy nose today, so sorry about that. You should load faster, loading sign. Loading. Yeah. Say that too much, you get a tongue twister. Sort of. I don't know what a tongue twister is. Alright, I am here. Whoa, hold on a second. I need to... For some reason my FPS is going crazy. I'll be back. Bit better. Be right back again. Now hopefully my FPS will work. No, it will not. Yeah, I think it's just because of all these papers. Let's go in this room.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I know why. It's because I am not rendering, but I am getting questions about Becker Philly. Okay, I'm downloading a game, so I'm gonna have to pause that quickly and I'll be back. I have my frames back thanks to stopping the download. Now, I forgot how to get to it, but I am gonna do another ending that I found online. So let's go through this door. Oh, it's a long ending. Over
Yet
here.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I know, we walk up here. Over here. I think it's
Stepping into his manager's office,
4-5.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yep.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that would happen if you rushed it.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no. This is what he was going to do instead.
Alright, so I'm basically going back down to mind control facility because of I want to see what happens if you press the on button instead of off. It would be interesting. In my opinion, it will. So I'm actually going to save down there because there's two different little areas that I want to check out down there.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So, basically, there is two areas right here. There's actually three endings.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Save. Double click. There we go.
Control Facility.
So I'm gonna go and press the no button over here. Wait. Oh wait. Yeah, I have to go through this game quickly. I don't wanna. Oh, we get to see ourselves again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
TVs. They have a lot of money.
Did have
I want
the
to be them.
strength to find out?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I had to press the button over here. Button.
Now the
Hey.
monitors jumped to life. Their
Alright,
true
okay.
nature
So
revealed.
427.
Each bore the number
right
of
there.
an employee in the building.
I can't believe they
Stanley's
actually
co-workers.
put that much detail in the game
Lives
that
of
they
so
give
many
us
individuals
those
reduced to
rooms.
images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I couldn't
This
exit there in
mind control
time.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Hey, look, there's my friend. 426.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Come on.
Wasn't
I've
it?
already seen
Was it even
the
possible? Had he truly
real ending
spent
of the
his
game,
entire
but-
life utterly blind to the world?
Okay,
But
so
here was
this
the proof,
is the area
the
where I
heart
want
of the
to do.
operation. Controls
up
labeled
here.
with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from
Awaits
this very
input.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
On.
decided that this machine... Oh, Stanley, and you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going
my
to
gosh,
have to do
it's
much
spinning.
better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh my.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say,
Controls
2
disabled.
minutes. Now
What?
this is things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Correct.
Oh, this
Okay.
is much better than what
I
I
know.
had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
So I have to, like,
but what precious moments each
hit the
one of them
buttons.
is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I
Red button,
barely know
okay.
where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Red.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Oh my gosh, that's
Of course,
a big red
that was
button.
merely in this instance.
So I
of
need
the
to set
story.
all these to
Sometimes
red.
when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing
That's
buttons
already red.
endlessly and then dying alone.
Those are red.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
That's
or I let
red.
it burn to a crisp. I have to say,
That's not
this,
red.
though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see
Throw it over
it
here,
go.
hit the red button.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even
Re-enter
better.
passcode.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But
Ah.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are
Dang it.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that
Hey.
something in this room was capable of turning
One.
it off? I mean, look at you.
2.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
Where's
little
3?
thing in this
3's
room.
over here, I think.
These numbered buttons.
That's
no,
5.
These colored ones. Or maybe
3
this
is up
big
there.
red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? that this video game can be beaten?
4,
1 solved?
5.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in
Looks
for
like
quite
the
a
5th one.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing
5.
instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Dang it!
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being
The off
blown to
button.
pieces.
The
Will you
off
cling
button.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Off button.
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All
Oh.
part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say
Happily ever. Hello? Hello? And this never end, this never end, this never end, this never end. There is a lot of endings for this game. Trust me. Die stuff on my table. I'm mad. Okay, so let's go to the main menu. Load the game just from here. Alright, load faster, load faster, load faster, you jerk butthole. Alright, 7, there we go. So, we're going to the left. Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No way.
At this point,
I'm more
Stanley was
important than
making
you,
a
you
conscious,
little
concerted effort to walk forward
Excuse my
and
language.
willingly confront his death.
Awesome. Wait, can I go on the edge? Alright. It's just like Portal. No! Loading! 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 I mean, loading! 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 Ah, dang it!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected.
I'm sorry if you
that his
guys hear
life
an
had
echo
been
during
of
this
no
video. I'm using my
consequence
speakers
whatsoever.
today.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss,
Oh,
but
let me out.
the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly
Let me out.
accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Ah!
Farewell, Stanley.
I'm trying to get out. Ah!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ah! Ha! 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 Send the powerball, everybody. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Oh, is it F11? F9, F10? F12? Oh, it was F12. The Stanley Powerball.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
You're a narrator
When
too.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
So, this is like, wait, what? Office 010203, so I guess they went for this design. This is the two doors. The set of the two open doors is very important to the concept of first piece as a Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged in as an extension of it and exploration of the, I don't know that word, this room proposed. Corridor. The passing of this corridor section was important to get the right corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the standing of the game. The office of Stanley Parable. Hold on. Yeah. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors of the part of the game was built. Sections have been added to alter throughout the development stage. Throughout the core layout remains almost identical of the first iteration. Nice. Filing cabinet. So like all the ones that are open and closed and type things. Office computers. Turn them off. Button sounds. A selection of the sound used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard, stroke, and synthesized tone. Nice. Hey, they turned back on. Stay off, jerks. Jerks. So these are the credits. Thanks to these people for making this game. It's very awesome. Office. Maintenance room, an early version of the maintenance room. Awesome. And these textures on the ground, they are undeveloped textures. So, just so you guys know. Art for the Stanley Parable. Greenlight. In September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight. Valve proceeded to approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page on only series of concept photos, which are still enough to win community's approval. So like these. Those were used on Steam Greenlight, so that's interesting. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had intentionally planned to use these for further promotion materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Ooh, that is bright. Video. I can't turn it down. I'm sorry. I can turn it down on my screen now. Sorry. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but I'm turning it down. It hurts my eyes. Down, down, down. Okay. The lights. When do you know the lights in the control room? Well, the things that I wanted to know, what would you do until you the Stanley other rooms? Oh well. I'm not reading those. So, more stuff from Stanley's office. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Nice. Cargo lift. The second version of affectionately... Strange. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what it did in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where the cargo actually was stored. There you go. Cargo lift. The cargo lift was always an intention to offer the choice of staying on or jumping off into a different path. However, after this earlier version, we decided we also wanted the opinion of the player to fall to their death. So, yeah. What's this? An apartment timer. Oop. That's what that is. Now, apartment timer is a previous version of a choice leading to the apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending thing. I'm reading all this because I want to. Don't blame me. Zending levers. These levers were originally a part of the zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color of the lever they just have pulled. Interesting. Ha! Looks like Portal. Zending. The screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which earlier eventually got cut out, merged in another part of the game. Looks like Portal. What's this one say? Zending model. The Zending went through most of many iterations. Hate that word. Alterations. Excuse me. This room attempted the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon the change it again shortly before launch. So this is what the Zending looked like. Escape menu. For a long time we had a ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was that there were supposed to do this, which was frustrating for everyone, so I guess that was taken out of the game. What's over here? Don't want to miss any nooks or crannies. We ran... Hold on. We ran 4 major trailer teasers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This was the first release, May 2012. This features a series of broke rooms, voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing for a new version of the Stanley Parable. Okay, so yeah, I'm not saying through that. Just search the Stanley Parable trailer May 2012. There you go. That's how you can see that. So over here, bright light. Countdown room. This is the early version of the countdown room. Oh, I like that one better. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with the freedom of above counting below. We abandoned this when players found it was too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the 2 endings together instead. Interesting. Freedom ending. This was from ending as it existed in beta. Huh. Countdown deaths. This was of the early countdown deaths versions of the countdown ending. What? Do it! You can't see. Red button! Alright, next. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Ooh. Oh, I can't jump off. Off its claw. It's so pretty! Okay. We already looked over there, so did we read this? Boss's office. Scenes from the development of the boss's office. So it started out with this one, I went to that one, then they replaced the textures. Nice. What's up here? Oh, more for stuff for me to read. Employee lounge. That looks pretty. Underground. Underground, an early version of underground portion of this game. Microchip facility. What is this? Narrator outtakes. Someone, the voice of the narrator recorded dialogue from the entire game with roughly these separate times. The 2 years of development. These are clips from the early takes of when they were not used in the final game. So, I'm gonna mute my mic for a second, turn up my volume, see if I can hear these. Don't know what's up with that. What's up with that? Oh, that's... Pretty sure I read all of it. So, how do I leave? Oh, wait. No? No? So not the end? No. Okay, more reading. This game design mock-up. This level that William, the level design, sent Dave, the writer, as a kind of additation piece. There we go. The strength of the level design. William hired to design the full game. Throughout much of the environment has changed. The basic layout from his mock-ups is still in the game. Nice. What is over here? Yeah, we know that. We know that. Back up here, we read that. What's over here? In Stanley's office. From the left to the right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. So this was November 2011, this was March 2012, and this one was November 2013. It's like I could just walk in. I wish. So now I think I am almost done. Yep, exit. So yeah.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Picture. Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yeah?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yeah.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit.
Hold on. Let me turn up my brightness again. Now that I'm out of that place, I need to turn up my brightness.
No other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Okay. Owie. I can't feel my bones. Okay, so we're gonna... Hold on. What? The game is now paused. Thanks for telling me. Now let's quit to the menu. Oh, that's a longer episode, I can tell you that much for sure. And yeah, I think that should be the end of the episode here. Long little episode, but well, not long, but a longer episode, excuse me. But yeah, I think we have time for one more ending, and it's a very fast ending, so I'll be back.
Check on his
Yeah. Here you. I am gonna go to that elevator place and just fall off. See what happens. Jump,
When Stanley
slide.
came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
Papers.
to admire it.
Aw, so
Yes,
pretty.
truly a room worth admiring. But
Nope,
eager to get back
it's
to
not.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It is pretty nice. Like the color scheme, I would use it in my house.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
So?
fired years ago.
This is the ending. Right here. The ending. So, this is the end of the episode, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, make sure you go leave a like on this video. And give me a subscriber. I've been really enjoying you guys, giving me good feedback. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.